So your force will reduce because it's becoming more slow, right? The force might become low, but now you have a higher moment, isn't it? Because earlier, in this case, the moment was this force times building height only. But now, you take the moment about that point, so small load, but a bigger, larger rotating moment, right? So, that's the point here, that time taken to reach liquefaction, and in that case, the time period will also increase of the building, right? Now, so therefore, what are the other things one must consider? So the period was 0.5 second, means 2 hertz. It goes to 3 second, means 0.33 hertz. What are the earthquake frequency ranges? So earthquake frequency vary between 0.5 to 10. It is not a single frequency, but a multi-frequency. So the earthquake frequencies are a combination of 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 8, up to 5. So as the building is moving from 2 hertz to 0.33 hertz, it can get tuned with the earthquake frequencies. We have a lot of amplification as well. Yep. Now, so many things are happening. How do you do all the design? The codes can't give you a free range to do whatever you like. So codes try to bound in a certain way to do the calculations, right? Okay, so they are the so here is one example, a simplified way of calculating. Say that's a bridge problem. Say you have a bridge and you have to do a bridge period. How many are doing bridge engineering MSc? How many? No? Okay. Because normally I have a lot of students from bridge engineering MSc. So I tend to have some bit of bridge examples. Okay, so when you are doing a design, pile design, what you should check? Important things. Suppose if you want to give a piling contractor a pile design, what do you want to do? Pile length, diameter. No, they want to know the pile dimensions. So pile design. So they pile. What? Yeah, so number of piles. Yeah, number of piles, pile diameter, pile length, and reinforcement. How will you get the reinforcement? What do you need for that? Bending moment. So what you need is a bending moment for the pile. So you must know the pile bending moment. Once you know the bending moment and you know the vertical load, you can go and do a concrete design like a pile diameter and get reinforcement. So how do you work out the bending moment in the pile? So there are complicated ways to do it, infinite element, etc. But always good to have some hand calculation methods, and a hand method how you can get some numbers checked, because that is becoming a very important problem now. People rely too much on output from softwares and don't have a feel about those numbers. It's always good to have some quick calculation how you can do it. So simplified ways to calculate all this thing is something called depth of fixity approach. That means we can assume that the pile is fixed at some depth below the ground. So you can replace this problem by a problem like this. And this fixity depends on pile soil stiffness ratio. And typically it is 2 to 5 diameter below. So, to work out the pile bending moment, what you can do, once you know the inertial load on the pile head, right, then you can compute by your response spectrum method. So you know the building mass, you know the spectral acceleration. So you multiply the mass by acceleration, will give you the force. Once you know the force, you can find out the lateral load on each pile. You put down there, you know the lever arm, you can get the bending moment. Okay, I will do it here. So, that is your actual in seismic zones, you normally have a tie beam. You will have a tie beam. It more or less must. So it helps to have the load transferred easily. So, suppose the mass of the building is m, and you go to response spectra. You find out the building period. That's from the equations. I normally use a simple formula, which is time period T is 0.1 times number of floors. It works very well as well. So it is a 4-story, 0.4 second. 8-story, 0.8 second. So 0.1 times number of floors. Okay? So in this case, how many floors? 1, 2, 3 floors. So it is 0.3 second. So you read here, say it is 0.3 second here, you read out the value, say it is SA. So inertial load. So the inertial load will be given by M times SA. That is the base shear. Let's say base shear. Okay? That's your base shear. Suppose you have got here X number of piles. So the force on each pile, let's say FP will be given by M times SA by X. Typically, this is taken as 0.9 times M, but you can ignore it because it is the modal mass. If you remember the modal mass, first mode, second mode, third mode, but first mode dominates most energy. So that's but in a very simple way to show what forces you might expect. So this will be the force in each pile, the lateral load on each pile, right? So now I do the pile calculations, right? Here's the pile, fully embedded in the ground, and you obtain the FP, yeah. And then in a simplified calculation, what you find out the depth of fixity. So we assume that the pile is now and this depth of fixity is say 5 times diameter. You know, we can obtain by some simplified ways. Typically 5 times the diameter. So now you know the force here, F P. So the moment in the pipe will be moment design MD will be FP times 5D. Yeah. So that will give you the moment on your pipe, and then you know then you can find out how many reinforcement you would need for the pipe, or what steel section you will use, right? Yeah. Is it clear to you? Let's see the back side. Let's see that. Okay. Now to compute the building or the bridge time period at no liquefaction, you can have also this model. You know the point of fixity, you can calculate that. And that's why you can see that in the building period, you don't get anything as foundation. It's very fixed. On the other hand, for a bridge, if you know the depth of liquefaction, you see the fixity comes down so deep, right? So the fixity now would be this depth of liquefaction plus 5D, right? So you can see the change of period, right? What happens if you have a change of period? Too much. What happens? If it is slow, what happens? If you remember a spectra, that's a spectra for acceleration. For displacement, it will be more. As P increases, it wants to do a bit more. What happens if you have a bridge? The function wants to do a bit more. What happens? Yeah, but if the bridge wants to move, say it wants to be a bit more. Here, it wants to move. The top wants to move say 0.1 meter, and here it wants to move 0.8 meter. What happens in a bridge?
You get like P delta effects. Like you get
Yeah, and yes.
eccentric loads.
Okay. Say for example, the bridge is here. The bridge decks are here. It wants to move more. So what happens? It will move and the deck will fall. Because it wants to deflect more. It wants to, yeah? So, let's see if you can explain some bridge failures. So you can see here, this particular example shows what you can see. The depth of liquefaction is say 2 meters. So the bridge period at no liquefaction is around 2 seconds. The bridge period. And so this is the bridge, the Schwab bridge, one of the coursework what I given there. So that's the profile. So you can see the bridge. That's the bridge pile. And that is your, so this part is in air, water, and so we try to simulate the liquefaction effect, saying as soil liquefies progressively from top down. So suppose it liquefied 2 meter, the period will go 3 seconds, and as it increases, as the depth of liquefaction increases, the period increased to around 6 seconds. So the bridge period was 2 seconds at no liquefaction, was 6 seconds at full liquefaction. And that led it to have more displacement, and the bridge decks started to fall. Okay. I think I added a paper in your coursework about these things, so look into it. So, therefore, when you are doing a design, what would you look for? What are the things you must look? Bending failure, why it can happen? So bending, bending means what? Bending of pile means if you have the member is axial, right? It's axial, right? So axial that's axial load, but anything cross is bending, isn't it? So as the building oscillates, it gives you lateral load. That's the bending failure. So anything to do with lateral load will give you bending failure. So where will these loads come from? Inertia, the building wants to oscillate, the building wants to vibrate, that will give you the inertia load. Another case, if the ground liquefies, there will be soil flow. That will there is soil flow. Soil wants to push the pipe. That's the bending failure. What about buckling failure? Suppose you had 10 meter liquefied, and you have a very small diameter pipe. How are the pile diameters? Yeah? Roughly? Any idea? Those who are designing piles? Normal piles. You don't get so large diameter pile. We normally don't use it. 500, yeah, half a meter, 200, because now, and if the ground liquefies up to 10 meters, that will simply fail because they are longer and you have big vertical load, you have a large vertical load. If you look into a building, if you look into a load on each pile, quite high. So you got so they're never designed like tower. Yeah, because buckling is not yet considered in course of practice. So buckling is coming in the next in the Eurocore division, but it's not still considered as a problem, and that you see many failures. Settlement failure, poor performance. Exactly what is the course one, isn't it? It's about this one, right? Combined action of bending and buckling. That means you have.
Settlement failure means that the pile is stiff, and because it loses friction, go more.
But in some cases, for example, in that example, it went 0.8 meters. Had gone to 1 meter, 2 meter, you may have lost the deck. So it can go from a poor performance to a failure. It's a borderline. For our case, it is a poor performance, not a failure completely, not a collapse, but it's a poor performance. You're going to close the bridge for months to repair it. Failure would be if it is suppose it completely sank down. Then what we do? Remember that this long bridge, 2.7 meter long bridge, 2.7 kilometers, is a very long bridge. That long bridge, and you won't expect same soil everywhere. You make it may change, and perhaps there can be variability in things and. Okay. And second, the combined action, because you always have vertical load on the top of the pile. You always have vertical load, because that's the main purpose. The pile is designed. The pile is there to take the vertical load. You have a pile in place because you put a vertical load. But then as soil liquefies, you get a big unsupported length. Then you have the lateral load and the inertial load. So you can take into account the combined bending and buckling action. There's basically also there's a P delta effect, right?
Next one, is it taking into account this increase in the level of the forces also?
That's not taken into account. Taking into account.
Because the center moment and the center force is six.
Exactly. And then you have the other thing which I just showed, the dynamic failure. That is effectively saying that as soil liquefies, the period changes, and the period will change. You have a more displacement demand and the pile deck, this bridge pier cap has to be wider enough that it doesn't fall off the pier cap. The bridge pier will have a cap. The cap where you put the bearings and you put the girder and the deck. If you have a very small sitting length, so bridge sitting length, if it moves more, the deck will fall. Take a break. Take a break. Yeah. Is it heavy? Is it heavy? Break or? No, it depends on the relative pile first. I will show you. So what happened? Just the
We sitting here the whole time? Yeah. It's you, no, it's you.
This is the effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs. We went before probably they're knocking on the door as soon as they're open, right? Really?
It's really good to
Yeah, but then like,
you go out last night?
no,
You go out Wednesday?
Going after, yeah.
I'm going home this weekend, mate.
How was
We're
that
taking them out for lunch tomorrow, so I'm going last weekend because
Any reason why you didn't get that?
of course, like, project was running this year, last week.
You might know.
That's alright.
We'll get 90%
I don't
again, so it's bad.
You know, no, I don't find like, unless the deadline's looming, so you feel pressured enough to get on with it and just stay. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
I can't do it for the
Yeah, I know.
It won't take you just 2 days, it'll take you 4 weeks.
Yeah, no, it's just like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
food as well?
So that's, she's a like, look for herself, do we have to calculate all that? Get current stuff.
I need to go find guys, you know.
yeah, you can calculate it.
How you going? Everything good? Yeah?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
We didn't make it very time. They're giving me 50 minutes. I think that now time is 4 years Good.
Lots to take in, but lots to take in.
Depends more like a conceptual.
Yeah. No, quite nice.
That then we going on to hard limit everything so that is use the essence of the whole have the essence of how's it printed for you? This note you told me last time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Did they say?
I remember it from
Understand. But then I What about you? Everything okay? So it's the 1st of May.
You change it to first May. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't think it's a good thing. If I end up leaving until then we'll just work out.
It's a short concise.
Yeah, what does that mean?
But then we didn't say how many pages you need. It didn't sound that short besides that. It should, yeah. I think it seems like an alright one. As long as all the information is easy to get hold of, which seems like it is. Yeah.
Have you done your deep foundations course? Oh really? Yes, I'm like you.
No, I've got two on the go. I've got two on the go at the moment.
What one?
Which round?
Oh yeah.
And the instruction was it. When I get those done,
Send me that one over and then
practice the smart.
what did you train today? I rarely ever do it. It's like what? Because I just feel it kills my back.
Yeah.
And some people are like, yeah, you should feed it like in your legs as well. But no. In your legs. No, I do, to be fair, when I do it, I do feel like
I'm going to start to do like, see what it does.
who you was.
It's not me.
Oh,
It's not me. I can do 130. Like, I'm not very
my
good
back
at
was
it.
just my arms.
But it's really good for your whole life.
Yeah,
It makes it like really weird.
yeah, I'm doing legs.
Did you push pull?
Push pull legs and I've got legs. Then I just get everything twice a week. Because if I used to just do like chest.
Oh wait, you do 6 times a week?
No, well, if I do
More than
go 6 times a week, then it's twice a week.
But you can go like 4 or 5 times and overlap.
So like, in like a month, yeah, 7 or 8 times. Yeah, like, because before when I was just training, let's say chest and biceps, back and biceps, and then I do shoulders now, legs now. If I went to the gym 4 times a week, which is quite a lot anyway, I'd still only just hit everything. Whereas when you do push the legs, you hit everything.
Is that actually really good?
No, yeah, I do, yeah. I've
you
noticed
recommend
my
it?
strength, yeah, I've
I want
noticed.
to change.
Plus as well, yeah, mix it up, change your routine.
I've been doing
So I'm getting a bit
5-3-1 for like,
What's that?
it's really weird. Like, so you do like the compound, but the compounds are like 5, they like increase your strength until the end. It's like 1 week is 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5, and then you do like 5 times 10 of like 60% clean. It's like that. And then, like, it makes you progress strength quite slowly, but it makes you get up and up and up.
But you do 5 sets of
Like it's 6 really like harder ones.
what sets?
6 sets.
6 sets.
And then you do 5 more sets of like lower weight. It's like volume, so you get volume and strength. That's what I have to do. But I might try to push 6, but I go like 4 times a week, so hopefully I'll overlap. When you do push pull, so push is like chest and
Chest, triceps,
shoulders.
shoulders, front and side I normally do, and then I leave rear delts for the back, and then lats for pull, lower back for pull, biceps for pull. And then I normally chuck in abs with one of them in that cycle for 3 abs once.
I do around 4 times a week.
4 times, Jesus.
Well, sides are
Yeah.
twice, front twice.
I'll start doing cardio now, I do like 250 calories every time on the bike.
I run for about 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, so
You get used to it. At the start when I first started to run the bike, it was so like chill. Now I'm getting quite good.
how many exercises do you do like group? How long does it take you?
Now that I do cargo in there for probably about 2 hours. A bit longer.
That's so long.
No, I do track my work.
Fucking hell. Oh, I have an app that does it like every week.
It's like 4.
There's 2 weeks to play that.
So they
Then you
what I do as well.
yeah, that Friday. But then after that, it would be from that we won't do
So I'll do session, I'll do push pull, all session. And I'll go
like probably it'll be like first move.
First 2 weeks.
Fullback.
Yeah, first
I'll go to my that's what they but even though it's like cutting out the calories, I'm still maintaining the same shape.
well, about first and second. I'm just
Like it's quite hard to
Yeah, but that's what I found. And then I once the last time I properly tracked.
yeah, that's the last.
I can't remember. And then this weight as well. I put on like 60 grams.
About 28.
Nah,
How much do you actually
I was 61.7. Yeah, I started on the 2nd of October. I was really like that was after summer and then I'm probably not eating that well. And then about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, I was 67.9. But now I'm down to like 66. So it's started coming back down again.
I'm on 81. Well,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't bother. I wouldn't judge them doing it.
You what?
I probably wouldn't do it. I like it
What?
when people like
Tracking
track
your macro? It's
But I just make sure I don't have like saturated fat, and then I just eat them.
This is how easy it is. So honestly, literally, all you do all you do is go on there and scan the barcode. So like, if you want to that's what I mean, it's when you like track it, then them little things, it tells you straight away. So I realised that's 11 grams of fat just in there. Yeah, but I'm like,
11 grams.
yeah, but you've got to look at them as a whole. So then my fat limit for the day is 40, so that's a quarter of my fat. But that's not including having
If you just did a 3 year course, you'd still want to go back to
But no, definitely recommend doing that because when you get that break, honestly, it helps so much because then you can track the weight and stuff.
maybe,
And
yeah.
you can see I've slowly started decreasing in weight.
But yeah, my
Okay,
break
so
was really good. I didn't get that like nice videos coming up on the crunch. Then I did want to go back and use more.
But it is good. I'd recommend getting it. If you wanted to like
Hey,
take your diet,
then you get that
it's
nice
easy.
set, like, I would not. Obviously, it's benefit.
What's your body fat?
Nah, I got down to like, the thing is, some body fat machines tell you like quite low.
Oh my god, yeah, they're mostly wrong.
Yeah, because I'm like a year or so ago when I was in David Lloyd, I used one of their ones, which was like a proper one, and that time I was like 6 and a bit, there's no way I was 6%.
You'd be like,
That's what I mean.
you'd be like,
No, not now.
literally the skin would be like
Yeah,
so
I know.
thin.
Yeah, no. But I don't know, probably now maybe around 10 at the moment.
Yeah, I measured I had on the workout app. I had like all the measurements, even like net.
Oh yeah, have you got calipers?
Yeah, I did. But I did they just with the like normal,
Yeah.
like just like the like weights. Just use
Oh wait,
a ruler,
oh
like a-
right.
I don't know how it does that. I think it does it. So you put your weight in, and then it does it by how big everything is.
Oh right.
I don't think it about that a lot. But it said I was like 11. Which I thought that was about right. But yeah, I had scales that had bits in it, like metal.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're supposed to do it like hand, like 25%.
Oh right.
I think that's slightly wrong.
They're all
Especially if you like
your
cycle with
body
quite
fat's done
big.
by a real yeah, like the machines. I saw somewhere on YouTube that apparently the lowest percent you can go
Yeah,
is about 10.
all my
And those people you see like compete and stuff, they're like 10, 11. So then scale it up from that, maybe that 25 is right. If you know what I mean.
No, they're not. There's not loads of kids. Oh, you see,
I
I see
can't
what you
remember
mean.
what the type
It's the machines you mean.
Yeah, it's a certain
Because
type.
people that can make like 5
Not the dirt track.
Yeah.
The road.
in reality.
Yeah. But then some people, some like nutritionists say that that's not actually
road
their real body fat.
around like 13.
Apparently their real body fat's actually much higher than that. And then people like us who are involved in actually shift up to like 20.
And then there's that website through her.
Yeah. If you know what I mean.
But why is that a big thing?
I don't know. I don't know if it's different measurements.
If you turn right up there, it basically goes straight up into the
I wouldn't want to
really
download body fat anyway. It looks disgusting. But they only do it for that. And it's good. People do that as a life for advice. It's crazy good or crazy bad.
I don't really enjoy it.
No, so you wouldn't have to
which is like you go up the high street and then you turn right up the high street and that goes up the really not that sort of hill, but it's just like it's 20 minutes to from high street to that's a great view of sort of Guildford because you get pretty far up you can see like the whole
Which ones?
it's fun like
Okay.
it's quite fun.
Arenas as well.
Did you not know that? I didn't realise.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's quite fun because it's got those like
Last week it was just what we've done before.
Sorry.
I left after an hour.
it's like and then when there's the just put your lectures and then just like but what's the time just judged it then
Yeah, I've got one bar.
just like just like skidded I did